Hello people, welcome back to the Lost Crown. Branacor, hello. Hope you're having a good day, hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming back. It's still morning, so only just afternoon there, I guess. Yeah, welcome back. We've when we last left off, we had just finished up at Oldcombe Church, and we had the 4 symbols, which we looked at the book, and we should now ultimately understand what those 4 symbols mean. As to how we can piece that together, that's something else entirely, but I know what we're doing, so don't worry. Azimuth, hello, welcome. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Strangely enough, I haven't done a lot of talking today, so my voice is still a bit bleh. Tell that is good morning to you, I guess. Yes, yeah, it's still half 11ish. Yeah. Bonjour. Pitapple, hello, welcome. Thank you for coming. Sorry, both of you, Azimuth and Pitapple, hello. Right, yes. Right, so we are off to... We're off to find somewhere secure where we can... Hang on, let me just turn the sound up slightly in my headphones. There we go. Where we can decipher these images we now have. So it's all the way back to our house, so that we can, you know, do it all in peace, because that's the next step, apparently. I can't remember how you're meant to work this out in the first place. I think it's literally just a matter of narrowing down your options. You know, well, you know, what else is there to do but return back to the house? Yeah, so how is everybody? I hope you're all okay, doing well and such. Where's the key? Key. There we go. It still bugs me, we've got to do this every time, but whatever, we'll live with it. Yeah, I'm sure, well, I mean, you're all aware anyway, but, you know, for anyone who's not aware, who may be watching this later or something,
sweet home.
Indeed. Yes, my channel made affiliate, which is very cool. Thank you very much to everybody who helped with that. So that's, you know, anybody who watches, I appreciate you being here, whether... I can't understand why, but that's very nice of you to do so. And, you know, of course, all the people who subscribe to help hit the required... number, so that's very kind, thank you. Obviously, as you can tell, I haven't done anything with it yet because well, I've just been a bit busy, to be honest, but it will be activating shortly when I get around to filling out the paperwork and such. I'm sure there's not a lot to it, but I will do. And yeah, hopefully then we can have some interesting it'll be funny to just have some channel point stuff. That would be quite funny. But anyway, back to the game.
I have added any new evidence to the collection. Right,
so what we're going to do here is we look at our map. It's not there yet, no, I'm sorry. What's that, emo? Didn't and dead. Oh no. Right, so what we do here is we take our 4 pictures, and for some reason we're meant to assume you're doing good. Wake up, only a very minor headache, so weak. I keep forgetting about it and having breakfast. Well, I'm glad you're having breakfast in the morning at least. That's a bonus. And I'm sorry to hear about your headache. I guess if it's that minor, it's probably not even worth it. But you can always, you know, take some painkillers or something. So bonus. What is that emote? Ah, that's your own hype. Nice. Oh, I haven't seen that one before. Cool. Oh, it's probably because I don't have like access to it, I guess. Anyway, yeah. So we're meant to take these, and
that's not right. That's not
there are 4 corners of this map.
That's not right. This image represents a town or village.
Did the sickness turn out to be a sleep cure in
the town of Saxton?
So for some reason we're meant to recognise that Saxton goes up here, even though it's nowhere near the actual location of the map. I sort of get the feeling that the map doesn't matter that much. I don't understand why. Ooh, what's this? Oh, okay. I don't know what. Oh, that must be like a Saxton Snapper picture we could use that I haven't done anything with. Anyway, never mind. Right, so this one. Hey, where'd it go? Did it disappear because I took something away? Oh, well. It's not that one. It's this one. There we go.
The eye. The Fenland eye?
From what I understand, yeah, I reckon that the images actually... He's going to talk again.
This image represents a town or village.
Essentially, they read left to right, top to bottom.
The town of Saxton?
So the map is only useful once we have the full thing. Anyway, oh yeah, emotes Twitch gives you can pick between a few colours and just apply them to your channel. So I picked those two for slots I don't have any for. Oh, I see. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. This one here represents hill.
This Saxon symbol translates
Yes.
as hill. The hillside of Carrion Wood near Northfield.
Yes. And the last one is this one here, which must go here.
This pictogram signifies the Great Fen, the fenlands which surround Saxton.
Okay, now what we're doing here is that we are somehow translating these into directions, and this is done by the fact that the rotation of the symbol is actually a hint as to whether, you know, it's a translation as to whether it means up, down, left or right, sort of like it varies depending on the symbol as to what it means. He somehow knows these, which is a bonus because we don't, of course. Now the eye is rotated
Before the eye.
left. According to this, according to my little thing I wrote down, which I thought may mean something.
Before the fens.
No, not before the fence.
Beneath the fens.
Nope.
Through the fens.
Okay, so we have to sort of try and translate this into something that sounds reasonable.
Before the hill.
It's not going to be before the hill.
Beneath the hill.
Probably is buried, so we assume it's probably beneath the hill. Twitch providing customized new channels who don't have emotes designed to. There is that, yes. When I get tired, yeah.
Within the town.
Well, it's not within the town, is it?
Before the town.
Probably not.
Beneath the town.
Definitely not.
Beyond the town.
Beyond? Yeah, quite possibly.
Through the eye. Beyond the eye. Inside the eye.
It's definitely not inside. So
Before
now the Fenland Eye is a cave, so we've probably got to go through it.
Through the eye. Inside the fens.
It can't be inside the fence. It's probably beyond
Before
the fence.
the fens. Beneath the fens.
It's definitely not beneath.
Through the fens.
Right, so through the eye, through the fens. I think beneath the hill makes sense because I'm assuming it's buried.
Within the town.
No, definitely not.
Before the town.
Could be before the town in theory.
Beneath the town.
Definitely not.
Beneath the beyond.
Oh, damn it!
The town.
He had it, and I clicked it. Okay, right.
Within
Okay.
the town.
So it's beneath.
Before the town.
Hang on. So he's gonna do his thing, right?
Beneath the town.
Oh wait. Hang on. Did I just... How did I break it? Oh my god. Okay, hang on. Jesus Christ.
Beneath
There-
the
oh, there we
town
go.
of Saxton. Through the Fenland Eye.
Beneath the
Beyond
town?
the Fenlands to a place beneath the wooded hill. The treasure is beneath the Carrion Wood.
He's worked it out. Don't ask how. That's fine. But how do you get beneath the town? What does that mean? You'd think I wouldn't be so incredulous, considering I've played this before, but still, that's rubbish. Oh, and my whole eye and fen being at 90 degrees meant nothing, so don't worry about it. Okay, so we go to the Carrying Wood. That's all that translates to, basically. You ask them all. So we got some definitive directions. Let's go. I don't know. I started slightly early today because I don't know how much more there is going to be of this. I don't believe there is a huge amount left. Oh, there we go. In theory, but I can't exactly remember how much gameplay that is, you know? So is Tora's going. Yeah, lovely. Off to find the treasure. The treasure! Yeah, exactly. Just like Bilbo running out of a Hobbiton, we just come running past these people. I'm off to find treasure. Oh, and whereas before we were held up by a notice board being here, it's no longer there for some reason. They decided to redesign the fair mid-fair, and we can get past now, whereas of course before we couldn't.
Beneath the town of Saxton, through the Fenland Eye.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Has that bottle always been there? It must have been. In Livestream, the Wanderer happened to mention about some like what do they call them? Tours that happen with regards to the location. This was, you know, some of these pictures are taken, and there was like an interview that was done with Jonathan Boakes and Matt Clark, in which they mentioned about people who are seen around, and he said it catches them off guard because sometimes completely out of season as well. So it's not, you know, it's not always in the summer when you get regular tourists and stuff. It's often all year round. Randomly they'll get people, because they pop into Polperro a lot because it's just down the road from Lou and that's where they live. So they happen to be around these locations quite frequently, and they'll see people apparently like cosplaying and wandering around and sometimes reenacting scenes. And apparently during these times they find it especially hilarious to try and rush up and finish the lines before the other people do. Which I think is quite hilarious.
Beyond the Fenlands to a place beneath the wooded hill.
Yes. He's kind of making this up, to be fair, and some of it, you know. It's all down to interpretation, because just because you got the pictures, there was nothing to suggest which direction the pictures take. Because like I said, only 2 of them were rotated, and they weren't rotated in the right fashion. Okay, so you won't know this first time round, necessarily, but we saw these before.
Sticky pine cone, oozing resin.
Couldn't do anything with them. But we've taken one now. We need this pine cone. And previously, I think I mentioned it, there were some stairs here, and we couldn't go down them. We could only go left and right, and that was it. And there's another path back there, which is the same route we can take on a different plane, basically. But there is now a down. We can go this way. And what do you know? That way that we saw hours back is literally the path to where we need to go. Who'd have thunk it? There's just a mine here and no one knew. It seems so. Yes, yeah, exactly. I'm sure it's fine. It's just an old rotted mine. So here's another handle. Another reused asset. That's fine, I guess, you know. All handles look the same in this world, apparently. No matter what their job is. Here we have... Are these bits of paper? Yes, yes, they are. Okay, 'tis the end of this old mine. There be knockers down here in the deep, and no man will mine where there's knockers. For they are the miner's portent, here to warn us of ever-approaching doom in these dark passages. So leave this mine we must. That last rock wall will have to wait for a braver and more foolish soul than I. Another day will see that rock come crashing down. Hark, I hear the knockers now, down there in the dark and gloomy depths. I now know who they were, who they warn, for it is my doom that they foresee. TG 1884. All handles handle the job. Exactly. Or it's the same door handle that teleports between doors. Yes, exactly. Tommy knockers. I guess, yeah, kind of similar.
Sweaty gelignite. Explosive.
Yes, yeah. Let's just stick that in our bag. That's fine, I'm sure. Yeah, sweaty gelignite. Lovely. If you're not familiar, gelignite is you know, an explosive, obviously, that over time it sweats, and that sweat is nitroglycerin, I believe. Highly explosive. The spirits. Yes, yeah, exactly. I guess. I mean, I don't blame miners for being superstitious in any fashion. It's got to be creepy as hell. So we stick our little sweaty gelignite right there. Same family as dynamite. I think dynamite is more stable. Whereas I believe gelignite it's highly explosive. I mean, this stuff will sort of you've got to be careful not to knock it too hard, or it will explode. Whereas dynamite, you could throw it around. You can literally throw a stick of dynamite; it won't blow up until the fuse goes. Learned about them in folklore. Oh, right, okay, fair enough. Right. Oh no, I'll zoom in first. There we go. Perfect for the butt pocket then. Exactly. I love these random bits of wood that just come flying out of the right field. Interesting tone. Very honest. That's just a burning barrel. Oh, great. It's literally just decimated the place. Yes. Bit of a wander around here. What is this? Le book. Because they both ended might. That's fair enough, yes. Oh no, it's gelignite, not might. Right, okay. April 18th, 1924. I should never have embarked on this foolhardy adventure. Childhood fantasies of discovering the lost crown have led me to this terrible place. He's out there. I was going to say cut there. I knew I'd find their last bit of food for the meal. Knockers to keep them happy. Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't consider myself claustrophobic, but if I was stuck in a mind-friendly length of time, I think I would probably freak out. So I can understand why, you know, it can get to people. Oh yeah, he's out there in the dark woods beyond the mine, watching, waiting, fingering that scythe. That could have been worded better, I think. He approached my person early this afternoon as I slipped my trowel into the sandy soils of the summit deep in the carrion wood. No digging, he said, with fury in his eyes. No digging here. Scruffy devil he was, in an old black cape and battered hat. I told him to go away or I'd have you locked up. He seemed not to listen, and then I saw the scythe hidden beneath his cape. So it's the sickle. A cold wind seemed to blow through the woods at that moment, turning my once warm blood into an icy cold. He meant to harm me in some way. I fled as quickly as I could, dropping my guidebook in panic. Oh right, yes, yeah, the guidebook. Right, that's what they found. Okay, so that's why they found the stuff scattered around to a degree. His guidebook was dropped when he ran away. That's in the museum. Okay. I tumbled from the path only to find this old mine. A tin mine, I think. I've been hidden here for hours now. Day turned to dusk, then dusk turned to inky black. The woodland creatures do not stir, and all is silent beyond the stony mouth of the mine. I believe he may have gone. The devil has lost my scent. I heard a rasping cough a few moments ago, but all is quiet again. It is time to make my move. Alistair Farley.
Alistair Farley.
It's worth remembering that name because he is the body in the museum, and we can phone the helpline and identify who that body is.
Nothing ventured.
Nothing ventured. Wander off into the dark. So he'll wander off into this dark bit without being able to see anything, but he won't in the others. Now it's very mystical, but don't ask how they've got like motion censored braziers. I don't understand that. It just, you get nearby and they light up somehow.
A decorative stone.
It is a lot more than a decorative stone, though. There is something spooky going on here. Wibbly, wibbly, wibbly.
There's definitely something. I should listen to the recording.
Sure, we'll do that later.
A decorative stone.
I think, if I remember correctly, if you try to take a photo, it goes like
That's
you just
a terrible photo.
yeah, he just throws it away. He's like, I can't focus on that. That's awful. And this provides basically nothing. So there's now
A decorative stone.
Yes, I know. Zoom out and let's find our. God, we got so much stuff in our inventory now. It's insane.
Whistling tonal wind noises from the cave mural.
So that's basically 3 notes. So if you imagine like the highest is 1 and the lowest is 3, it's sort of 2, 3, 1. And we wander off past the bridge.
Eyes carved into the rock.
Are there?
Eyes.
Oh,
carved.
okay. Same thing. Yep, okay. There are vague carvings of eyes in the rock, apparently. Now this always reminds me, this turns a little bit Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis-esque. It's rather
Strange creatures carved into the bedrock.
we've got this rather weird sort of underground area that has just been completely forgotten about and doesn't really feel like it should fit, but here it is, and it's all way too seemingly advanced in some ways. Just doesn't make any sense for it to be here, you know. And no one finds it. I mean, Jesus, it's got roots hanging through, so the soil isn't that deep above us necessarily. Right, okay. So we've got off to the right and off to the left, and of course back to where we're going. We shall go left. Yes, why not? Yes, of course we will, because right here it still has flowing water along the trough that they need it to. Isn't it handy we got a sticky pine cone to fill this gap? Don't ask. And of course then the water continues all the way down, powering the mill. This then provides us power for this little push button here. Big old arrow pointing down. If we'd gone there beforehand, it wouldn't have worked. It's as simple as that, basically. And we can raise it again, for some reason. Oh, I think we raise it again, because I believe we go down, and that gets in our way if we don't raise it again. Now, down this way, there's some things we want to look at. Now, there are a couple of puzzles here, and I have to admit, I found most of them relatively easy to complete by just trial and error. They're not overtly complicated. Some of them are more just long-winded than actually, you know, difficult to do. But this, I can't remember what this one's symbol is. This is spring, so spring equals fish. That's, you know, all we need to know with that bit. Here's some very poor, unfortunate people, even, crushed by a pillar, doing something. And then stone circly thing.
A mysterious disc from the Secret Kingdom.
Oh, this place is known as the Secret Kingdom, apparently. We can go left or right. We shall go right. Oh, okay. We can't be here because of the black mist right now. These are, what does he say about them, if anything? Oh, actually, we can be here, but it's redundant at the moment. So, these are like little scrying bowls. And what it is that we can change the image and it depicts a passage of time. So what we're doing is creating the events of the game in order as we go. So we'll see here, the first one is the train, and we saw the last one was a picture of us at the beginning of this temple, basically, or secret kingdom. We just go through and we make sure that all of these are in order. So there's going to be a lot of this particular noise, I'm afraid. So that's the first one, that's the second one, and that's it. They're not out of order, we just have to cycle through them until the correct one shows up. And I think most of the time, that's the 3, there we go. They're only a few clicks away. But of course, if you start at the other end, which I did on my first playthrough, I ended up cycling through all of them. Essentially working backwards, it was a pain in the ass. So this should be number 4, and that's 3, 4. So that's that one there. I mean, there's only, what, 9, 10 in total, so it's not that bad. That's 4, that's 5. 5 is the church, okay. Yeah, there's only 9 in total, so that's not that bad. And we don't have to do 2 of them, so we only mess with 7 of them. 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one should be number 7. It just takes a bit of time. That's 2, 3, 7 is Hardacre. Okay, cool. Did I do this one? I don't think. No, I didn't cycle through enough to get this one. There we go. And there we go. That somehow is a fix. And that reveals this little puzzle here. So you notice we've got 1 in the middle already, and there are another 4 around where we've only got 1. There's no point putting 1 in, so we have to go and find the other 3. Hello, mouse. There we go. Oh, I was like, Shadow, but it's us. We were coming down some stairs. It's all fine. Okay, so we need to inspect all the areas in these rooms, because I think, yeah, I think it's basically a disc at every time. And more off to the right here. Ah, here we are. Right at the bottom. Yes, here we are. Okay. So this here is basically like, I mean, this place for a kingdom is very small.
The tapestry features 3 crowns, a link.
A definite link, yes.
A definite link to
you
the
said
legend. I must be getting close.
I always felt like this area was way too small. Like, it could be imagined to be bigger, but in practicality, it's actually only a kingdom big enough for about, 3 people. Do you notice the dots represent the intensity of the tone? So it's the less dots the higher the note, and the more dots the lower the note. It's acting like some kind of wind instrument, I guess, and this is what our tape was guiding us towards. Ancient ocarina, exactly. I mean, turns out I didn't actually even have it right. It was 2, 4, 3, not as I imagined, like a. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, point is, it's relatively easy to do by ear because those notes are really quite distinctive, so that's quite handy. Artemy 86 ocarina, nice. I thought they were drinking a cup of coffee. Anyway, so we now have 3 out of 4. So there's one last location to go. Spoilers, there's one more puzzle to undo. This feels like a puzzle area for the sake of a puzzle area. I don't really understand what they were doing with these discs, how many people were actually here, how they died somehow. I mean, look at all these cogs just randomly working around the place as well. It's very weird. But, it's something to do, isn't it? So it's fine. It's all by the by. Anyway, right. Okay, so back this way. We've got a door to our left that we didn't go through. And, oh yes, and another... There's nothing else to look at here.
Nothing ventured.
So another tight space to squeeze through. I've got to admit, he's not afraid of squeezing into dark areas. I think I probably would be, especially if I'd actually seen the some of the actual evidence he has with regards to creepy things trying to kill you, you know? Anyway, so here we have some fish, and we have the 4 symbols for the seasons. Now we happen to know that spring equals fish. I don't know what those other animals exactly are meant to be. One of them's definitely a hare. That may be swallows, and a snake of some description. I don't know why a snake exactly. DD, hello, welcome. Ah, oh, cool. Loads of highs there. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Yeah, welcome. Thank you for joining us. It must be pretty early there, but that's part of the course for you, isn't it? Doing fine. Oh, doing fine even. Wow. Hope you're well. I am fine, thank you. Yes, yeah, I'm good, thank you. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear you're okay. Oh god, I forgot that the middle one spun the outer one, and I can't remember. So I think we spin the inner one so that we get the. Oh god, this kind of makes some sense. We got summer here on the left. That's fire. Is that fog in the winter? Or is that spring? That one's spring, isn't it? That one must be autumn. That's a windy autumn, maybe? I'll tell you what, we'll spin the outer one and see if that works. We want that back round to fish. Damn it, no it doesn't. Okay. I mean, this really isn't difficult to get right, necessarily. We just have to keep on like this. Oh, there we go. Okay. Actually, maybe the sound effect was what was meant to tell us right there. And there we go. That gives us our fourth piece. God knows how any of this is meant to actually operate. It works beyond any current technology, let alone sort of medieval, I guess. Not sure exactly, you know what. Not exactly sure what you would call the era for Anglo-Saxons exactly. Right, so where do those 4 pieces go? I can't remember. Oh yes, it's down this way. Ever deeper. Off to the right, I believe. Be right back. No problem. Here we are. Right. Oh god. Now this is the worst one. I believe you have a limited amount of turns, so it's a matter of getting them correct. So, thankfully, it doesn't matter which one you put them in. They'll always appear in the correct one. That's a bonus. Right. So as you can see, each one has 4 lined designs on it, and we have to spin each one so that it matches up with the line designs of the center one on all 4 sides, or corners if you will. But each one that we spin, of course, affects the center. There is a very simple so there we go, and we get limited amounts of turns before it resets. There is a very simple order to this, I believe. Can't for the life of me remember what it is. Done. Okay. I would just like to point out I literally didn't think about that. I was just pressing stuff. And I'm pretty sure that's how I got through that puzzle any other time I've seen it as well. So. Bonus. Now here is just a gaping chasm into bloody middle of nowhere, apparently. Completely unaffected by it. Danvers likes to stare into deep dark holes, no problem. I sometimes wonder what exactly he expects to happen now. He's just staring at it. There's no hint that anything is happening. He's just looking into this hole and he's like, oh, okay, what now? But what do you know? Handy. A lift appears. If that hadn't appeared, he'd have no idea what he was doing. Nothing ventured, yes, we know. Looks like he's surfing. Very badly, but still. That pose is just like, eee, waiting for the wave to hit. So, we have left and we have right. I'm going to look right, because I know it doesn't go anywhere.
Hello!
We just shout off into the distance for no reason. I don't know who he expects to respond. I guess I can understand it's sort of a certain comforting factor in shouting into a void just in hopes that you're not necessarily alone, although would you not actually rather be alone at this stage? Because the last person we know to be here was a serial killer, essentially. One of the Aegers I'm referring to, by the way. Magical portal. Somehow.
What on earth is that?
I don't know. Oh. Now, I don't understand exactly what this lightning is meant to represent exactly. I assume it's maybe meant to be some kind of mystical force that is a representation of the power that the crown actually has. Here is Ganwolf, I believe, with his crown, only available in flashes of light. We click on it when it's visible, and he don't like it. Wise words indeed. And that's it. Thankfully he gets out for us. We don't have to worry about the whole elevator journey and so on. We just make our way out. We have the crown. It's ours. If we... Oh, there we go. Okay, I was going to look at our inventory, but never mind, we'll do that in a second. Night 4, to share a secret. It's mine, the crown is mine. I found Ganwolf in the deep, dark heart of his domain, an ancient warrior lost to an eternal sleep. Such power to witness, electric storms twisting and turning, the unknown purpose with unknown purpose and means, sorry. What energies did Ganwolf harness, and why do I sense the crown's dark guardians following my footsteps? Do they mean to harm me? Quite probably. Return to Saxton, hide the crown. Meet Lucy, tell her about my find. Avoid Hardacre, he must not know I have the treasure. Make plans to leave this place. My work here is done. Here we are. Look at this all. I mean, it's quite accurate. A depiction of a crown. I mean, these things weren't anywhere near as ornate as movies and TVs would have you believe, obviously. But it's still looking pretty tatty, all things considered. Right, so let's get out of here. Very slowly indeed. I like the way he stares at his feet when he walks up. He's like, it's like a kid who's been sent to their room, you know. Go. Right, so we cannot go this way.
A shadowy force is blocking my way.
Yes. The things are not looking good already. Come on, go. And there's weird smoke piles around here. We'll just go down this way because it's ultimately quicker. Because this will lead out to the road, which we shall go via, I believe. Shouldn't be anything. Oh, or are we being blocked this way as well? Can't remember. Zeldath! Zeldath! Yeah, exactly. No, okay, looks like this way is back open. We're okay.
I feel like I'm being followed or haunted.
Oh, okay, will he not go that way? Okay.
I feel like
He's being followed. Alright, back up though. Nevik, hello, welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Having a good day. Or morning, afternoon, whatever it's going to be. Okay, right, so we'll loop round this way. So we can we shall circumvent the black fog by just cutting around a different direction. Look up. See, I thought about going down this way, and I thought, nah, the road will be quicker, but the road is blocked off apparently. So never mind. Jesus, it's got dark very quick, all things considered. It was basically late morning when we headed out. I'm not even sure if we still have our charm from Nanny Noah. That would help us. Okay, back. Okay, welcome back. I don't know if you missed it or not, but we have the crown. We stole it from Ganwulf's grave, and he is not happy. Things have gone all dark, and his skeleton, like, I would say lunged at us. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but it certainly turned to look at us. Was not happy. Oh yay, yeah. And now we're heading back. Oh no, even, exactly. So, oh, okay, good, he's cutting out some of the steps, that's a bonus. So, yeah, so we're making our way back to Saxton, where we're going to hide the crown.
nothing ventured.
And as I said before, we also have the name of the body, so we can do that, just, you know, I don't think you actually get anything for it, but it's a bit of completion.
I have something to hide and somewhere to go.
You do. Thank you for telling us, again. It's a nice little reminder, although that is on our notebook, so I don't think we really need it to be told out loud. The bear, rocking as always. Now, I'm just curious if we can go to the payphone now. No, we cannot. Okay, so we can't hand in the name of the woods victim just yet. Amazing nobody has put on a weekend's investigation to find it before. Put in a weekend's investigation to find it. Exactly, yes. Well, Heartache has been coming here for years at least, you know, in numbers in the multiple of years. So yeah, you would think he would have found something beyond just staring at some rocks. But it's almost like we were chosen. We were destined to Hello? Oh, there we go. It always takes so long for the mouse to come back. Like we were destined for the to find it. So in the whole place there is one thing we can lock. That is this little cupboard here. Cupboard? What do I mean? Chest, I guess. So this is where we shall place the crown. Because, you know, ancient crowns should just be locked in chests, of course.
There. That should be safe.
I just imagine him closing the lid and it just bends it because it's like there's not enough room. Crack! Oh crap! Didn't mean to do that. Did John Boakes just make the main guy himself with hair Kappa? Basically, yes. Yeah, he does. He does look like him. I mean, not facially,
added
it's
any
not
new evidence
super
to the
like him,
collection.
but then obviously he's not a heavily polygon character or anything. So, but yeah, it is vaguely designed on him, I believe, and voiced by him. Well, he's not going to wear it, no. Who could that be in the wardrobe? Has the beard. He does indeed. I think he pulls it off better in real life, to be honest, but yes. What's hilarious there is the fact that you go back in, nothing's changed. So someone is hiding in our wardrobe. But they're not there. Yes. Anyway. So now that we're... now that we've hidden our crown, so securely, of course, no one's going to ever know where it is or that we have it. We're going to go brag about it to Lucy. Because what's the point of having an Anglo-Saxon crown if you can't brag about it to people? Can't pick up chicks and so on. Somebody's hiding in our house. They are indeed. Not that we would know or ever find them, but yes. This is right. So the bar is... Jesus Christ, what the... They started a brawl or something already. What's going on this time of night?
It's been a hard one this year, but I'm pleased to announce that this year's Sexton Snapper is...
Oh, they're round back. Obviously. You turn off all the front lights. We came
Nigel
first!
Danvers. Well done for you.
Got that damn kid, I don't know, Jimmy or whatever his name is, and I'd like to think that right now he's sobbing in the corner, trying his hardest to take all those pictures, and we
They are great.
ruined him, we decimated him.
Now, get yourself a drink and celebrate with me.
Saxton Snapper
Maybe
is
later. There's things to attend to.
Like
photos.
that
Yes,
Rubens
exactly.
survey.
It's a photo competition. We
It's
have been
not
around and we
really
took the best
I'm
photos.
not thinking anything. Get yourself that drink.
I'm not thinking anything. Just bzzz. That's his head.
I nearly missed the announcement.
I hear congratulations are in order.
I've got some brilliant.
Her scarf is currently
news.
trapped in her zip.
On that
That's
door,
why it's stuck there.
what can I get you?
Oh, the bar's open now, is it? Cool, okay. Best beer in the house, nothing for me, thanks. Ale, or beer? No,
Nothing
thanks.
for me, thanks.
I think we can do better than that. How about a bottle of local wine?
Even better.
We are celebrating.
Sounds good. You won't believe.
I mean,
what
she says that
found.
anyway, no matter what you choose. But I'd rather at least skip the beers and ales and go straight to the wine.
I found it. The lost crown. But
Crown.
The crown. The Saxon crown.
the very same. It's wonderful and strange and
Where did you find it?
On a corpse.
Northfield, the woods above the church. But listen,
I don't know that area at all.
it's a warren. Tunnels, passages.
I'm not asking for your input, Lucy. Just listen.
Where's the crown now?
At the cottage. It's safe.
Can I see it?
Safe inverted
Soon.
commas.
I have something too. A ghost hunting gadget of my own.
Is it as good as a
What
crown?
is it?
Because
Take a look.
you should have started with that, to be fair.
A crystal ball. Hang on. Isn't that...
There is
Yes,
this. Is this a
yes,
backpack?
It is. I borrowed.
You
Right.
stole it.
Well, you've stolen that crown.
That's different.
How so?
There's something
Is that your
about
girlfriend? She's our
hard to define.
companion, like our, she's
Let's
our
finish
ghost
these and
hunting
get out of here.
sidekick.
Yes. It's just ever since I found the blasted,
This background noise is driving me insane.
What's wrong?
I've never felt alone. Like someone's following me.
Someone? Or are you talking about your own guilt?
Oh, look. Let's just go, shall we? I want you to see it.
And then I'll show you the crown. Oh, so funny.
Wait here. I'll get the crown.
Afraid I'll see your hiding place?
Hardly. Just wait here, will you?
Nigel?
He's
are
never
you
had a girl in
alright?
his bedroom before. He doesn't
I
want you to
don't know.
ruin it.
I just feel there's something wrong. Something I should know.
Hurry back. This place gives me the shivers.
What the?
What's happened to this?
Hmm. You robbed a grave. Exactly. I mean, she's got a crystal ball, we got a crown.
Nigel?
She robs a crystal
Nigel?
ball, we rob a crown
Are you there?
from a grave. I think we beat her in both counts, really. Shivers the game.
The
Thankfully not.
crown?
Someone has stolen it.
But who? Who knew it was here?
Well, exactly. I mean, you've only had
We
it for
never
like
know.
an hour.
Don't give up just yet. I might be able to help.
Your backer may or may not have a
Unless
plaster on
you
your hand.
Turn back time. I don't
Do you
see
need
how
it?
you can.
Because then if you haven't got one, then
Come
you
see
should
what
find
I've
it.
set up.
But welcome back in your
The crystal ball.
in whatever state you're in.
Give up.
Hang on. I didn't believe in all that ghost hunting stuff till, well, till you came along. Come on, give this a go.
Very well. Let's get started.
The TV got the worst end, I
What
swear.
should we say?
Sure.
I don't know. Maybe some questions.
Okay.
Lucy started, she's already
try.
more. I see your lyrics there, Nevik. You'll not tempt me.
Is there anybody there?
Actually, what image is this? It's obviously, I mean, it's upside down. Is it the window or the door? I can't quite work out what that is there. Am I alone?
Am I alone in this place?
I'm not sure that's an appropriate question for a crystal ball. Try again later. Yeah, somehow comes back with like a 3D representation of a busy signal.
Can you see me?
No.
Can you hear me?
Unfortunately. Fireplace? I think it has a fireplace, does it?
Please. Show me. Who
I mean,
took the crown?
It's on the left is a chair next to the table we're looking at.
Show me. Show me.
Show me.
Oh,
Show me.
Show me.
Show me.
Show me.
that's like Lockhart, does it?
Show me. Show me.
Said the word "show me" so often they've lost all meaning.
Show me.
They just sound weird now. Oh my god, if she took it, yeah. Nope, we know that shape. So, Hardacre, just off wandering around on the rocks. Seemingly no purpose whatsoever. It's just... I mean, it's pitch black outside, but he's in the daylight hours of sorts. Not the Seko. Well, I guess that's one problem down. You're killed by the cat killer. It's not the cat killer. This,
Are you there? Are you there?
actually, we don't actually know that, do we? I guess. But spoilers, it's not the cat killer. Crown, he wanted. Oh, not the cat
Where
straighter.
are you?
God.
Where are you? Where are you?
Yeah, that round to that dreary grave and not die. Yeah, exactly. Yes. I'd rather it be someone else entirely. Oh, it's suddenly morning. And we've had our post already.
Something is wrong. What happened last night? What's this?
Post. Oh, thank you, Dini. It's very kind. With 2 killers. Well. A shadow across the land on day 5. What happened last night? What did the crystal ball show me? Was it Hardacre? It very clearly was. Did he steal the crown from me? So many questions. I feel I'm right back where I started. It's time for action. There's evil in this town. No one is safe unless I can make things right again. I should have heard the warnings. My curiosity has brought this upon myself. And I should have heard the warnings. There were tons of them. Everybody was saying don't do it, and he was just like, but I want to. Where has the crown been hidden? Who stole the crown? I know who the Saxton skeleton is. I must reveal his identity. Yes, we'll do that. What has Hardacre what was Hardacre doing out there in the pinnacles? Who was chasing him? Does Spitmore, Rubens, know who dwelt within the nightmare room? Again, we'll come to that. What happened to Lucy last night? I remember so little. She she drugged us. What happens if we smash the crown? I'm going to assume that bad things continue to happen. I believe that the crown is meant to be like a protective force of such. And since we have removed it, things are going a bit downhill. We'll see that shortly. Cthulhu Resident. Has a curse fallen upon this town? The atmosphere has changed. Something is wrong. Return the crown to Ganwolf. It is the only way. Suddenly the town, though, just have everyone move out. You can, although there is also some weirdness. Actually, did we pick up? Yes, okay, we got. Right, here we are. Dark times. Ill feeling settles across Saxton. Warning, danger from falling rocks. Right, okay. May Day celebrations were marred last night following the strange events of the past few days. Local historian Mr. Oogle believes that we find ourselves in dangerous times, bodies uncovered from the cemetery, the local cats tortured and murdered, evil allowed to breed right under our noses, museum thefts and vandalism. When will these horrors end? There was little to inspire confidence this morning when the weather took a drastic change for the worse. Storm clouds have thrown a dark shadow across the land as many locals seek their household fires, locking doors and sealing windows. There are no birds in the sky, ducks in the harbour, or fishing boats upon the sea. Well, that's because the sea's rank. Terrible times indeed. Mystery blight kills cattle. Fear has spread throughout the Northfield farming community after several livestock were found dead early this morning. All the prize beasts had died between the hours of 10 and dawn, while no obvious signs of injury or accident. Northfield remembers long-standing rector. Local people are reminded that the funeral of Evelyn Ackland will take place this Thursday at Northfield Church. Evelyn had been the rector of Northfield Church for over 3 decades and until his death? Evelyn's a woman's name as far as I'm aware. Interesting. I still feel Evelyn's presence around the church, said Mr. Russet. The church. That was the rector we spoke to, wasn't it? Was that the new rector? I thought that rector said he'd been there for years. Yet they only died like 2 weeks ago. How would a new one come in and be there for years? Obviously it doesn't work. Just a no animals zone. Yes, yeah. We stole from the museum? He told us not to touch. Yes, yeah, we did. So lots of people have found it. Fully right. Lots of people have found it and returned it and stopped dying. Quite possibly, actually, thinking about it. Time bubble, exactly. Marsh Harriers abandoned nesting site. Said marsh may be about to lose. That's lose, not loose. The last nesting marsh harriers from the bird abandoning their nesting site, hidden away in the reeds of the nature reserve. This is a terrible blow to the reserve, which prides itself on keeping its natural habitat thriving, said someone Barry Craven. Right, so basically it includes vaccination guide. Interesting. Right, so yeah, that's 2nd of May. So May Day was great. 2nd of May sucks. Basically, shit went down. Everything failed overnight. Cows are dying. That rector, that really threw me. I'm not aware of that sort of that bit of information. I must have read it before and just never put two and two together. But anyway, yes. So yeah, the weather's turned. Place is falling apart. It's all horrendous. So we need to find the crown.
Where is that barking coming from? And why?
I don't know. I want to see if we can... Oh, okay. We can't get up to the... We still can't get up to the phone box. Okay, back this way then. I bet it's going to dog bark again. Oh, no, it won't. Cool, okay. So we need to find the crown. It's snowing. Mate, it's not snow. It's just very slow rain. But, gonna be May. I'm not sure if those are lyrics or something you're trying to get there, and I can't get a tune for it. Sorry. Yeah, we have to find the crown again, then we have to put the crown back, and hopefully that will save the day. So we heard some barking. We couldn't go the other way, so it must be in this general direction. Rainy beaches. I can't stand anything more, really, guys. Oh, hello? Where's my mouse gone? Oh, there it is. Okay. That was a bit strange. Disappeared. Oh, okay. Not this way. So that must have been a hell of a dog bark if we heard it like the other side of town. Wasn't for meddling kids. Exactly. I mean, he basically is the meddling kid. Like Jonathan Haunted Town hoax. Global warming. More barking. We're getting closer, although it's not any louder.
Where is that barking coming from? And why?
I don't know, but I'm getting there. Police lines. Police do not cross. Everyone else can. That's fine.
Is that George?
He's the only dog in town, so yes, it is. So he's Nanny Noah in Umbrella, and George the dog.
Nanny Noah, something terrible has happened.
Please go away, young man. I do not know you.
What? What? It's me, Nigel. What's wrong?
Go away. I shall call the police.
So,
I found the crown.
Please, please.
What can I do to put things right?
Go away, boy, or I'll set George on you.
I'll go.
Good. Don't come back.
so the police that's right there. Well, yeah, she can call him over. So she does not know us, as she apparently once did.
What's going on?
Does she have dementia?
Investigation,
No.
sir.
Into what?
It's a police matter, sir. You better ask Detective Rubens.
Detective Rubens?
Oh, yes.
That's some secret.
Hardly a secret. We knew exactly he was part of the police. And they're just going to let us cross the line. You want to know the answer to that question? Go ask the policeman. He's over here.
Alex Spitmore? Or is it Rubens now?
Ah, Nigel Danvers, just the man.
It's a bit more. We know he's not here, so it doesn't matter. Not chasing up a story today. Editor let you have the day off. Playing at cops and robbers, eh?
Playing at cops and robbers, huh?
The least
Where were you
pointless.
last night, around midnight?
It was an easy guess, by the way.
I was with your
Just
sister.
answer the question, Danvers.
What happened to Spitball?
Spitmore. It's an anagram.
Nothing.
Imposter.
And everything, I
Very
guess.
bright, Danvers. Now, where were you at midnight?
The pub. I believe Reese will confirm that. As well as Morgan Mankle, Bob Tawney, and of course, your sister was there too.
You see,
Back from
that's
Lookland.
the thing. She doesn't remember.
Well,
Welcome
we
back.
had a few drinks, but
But what? Be careful what you say next.
That's fair, yes, yeah. Be very careful. This is about Lucy and me. What's going on? Why do you dislike me so much, actually? That's an interesting question.
Why do you dislike me so much?
Murder, Mr. Danvers. Cold-blooded murder.
Who? Not Lucy. Alex. Is it Lucy?
Oh, you're very cool, Mr. Danvers.
For heaven's
But
sake,
not like the
man.
Fonz.
Is it Lucy?
You'd better take a look for yourself.
Nope, 'tis Hardacre. Played by Matt Clark, Jonathan Boakes' husband. I believe they're married now. I wasn't sure before, but it's something I've seen since I last thought about it. I suggest they are married now. So, but yeah, voiced and acted by him. Hardacre. He's the
Professor Hardacre. Care to say anything?
yeah, he's the other treasure hunter who kept trying to warn us off being here because he's been here for years and he can never find it. He stole the crown from our wardrobe. Well, he was in the wardrobe. We're led to believe when we secreted the crown in our bedroom. He stole it from us and then was hunted down and killed by a sickle brandishing person. He was no friend, but I wouldn't want him dead. That's fair, yes. Who did this? It's horrible. You think I did this then, don't you? It's not Lucy. You're a cruel man, Rubens. Hardly cruel. I mean, he wouldn't be messing around with the death of his own sister. That's insane. Rip, exactly. We'll go with I didn't
He
want
was
him.
no friend, but I wouldn't want him dead.
His skull is smashed in.
Didn't look smashed in,
Several
but sure.
blows to the head. Maybe a rock or blunt blade.
A blade, like a sign.
Could well be. Why do you say that?
Just a hunch. A good guess.
You're not helping
Yeah,
yourself.
that is the most suspicious
Yes,
thing you could have
I
said.
know. Look, detective, I didn't do this.
3 hot dogs.
I'm inclined to believe you.
Why? What have I said?
Thank my sister. She's fond of you. As a friend.
As a-
I'd better go and see her. Tell her the news.
Watch yourself today. There's someone out there.
You think the killer?
Think of the difference between a rock and a blade. Yeah. Or it
Forensics
could be
will
a
be here soon.
sharp rock, maybe?
Make yourself scarce.
And a very blunt blade. Okay, so Hardacre's dead. Right, sorry, anyway, Dee Dee had a lovely healthy breakfast, 3 hot dogs. Do you know what? That sounds amazing. What sausage did you have with them? Did you get any mustard, ketchup? Did you put onions on them? I draw the line at that personally, but and it might be I would disagree with that as a breakfast meal. But if they got sauce on them, that's fine. It sort of helps them go down. Buns can be a little dry. Mustard, ketchup, and relish. Now you're just spoiling yourself for breakfast, that is. How can you live the rest of your day knowing that the pest has already passed? So Nanny Noah doesn't seem to recognise us. Hot dogs. But she does in some fashion. But why does she doesn't recognise us, but Rubens does. He knows all about us. No milk in the house, can't have syrup, that's fair. Well, you could have it dry, but that would be a bit rank, wouldn't it? Put some ketchup on it, moisten it up. Cereal and relish. What type of dog? Alsatian or the classic Dachshund? Oh my god. When we were away at the weekend, well, last week-ish, basically, we saw a Dachshund, and it was tiny. I mean, this was like a miniature Dachshund. It was so small, and it was running just to keep up with its owner. Now, normally I'm like, oh, slow down and let the dog, catch up or carry it for a bit. But this was clearly sort of in a bit of a hyper mood, because as soon as they stopped, it carried on running. It was all over the place. So it was clearly, it was doing all right, but it was just so small. It was really cute. Anyway, puppy. I don't know as if it was a puppy. It didn't look puppy-esque. It just looked like a miniature version. It was so small, but it could have been young, I guess. So it may still have had a growing to do. But yeah, it was just really small. Oscar Mayer classic. Right. Okay. Anyway, so we're meant to be off finding Lucy. She won't be off around the fens or anything. So we'll head back into town. Maybe we'll see some more people. Maybe the telephone will be open now. Actually. Slide through. cocktail sausage dog. Exactly. Yeah. Right, so come on, this way. They've still got all these lobster just lying around. It's rank. This is like, this is day 5, and they must have been there at least a day since we got there. It was just like 6 days lying around. Now I wonder what's going on in here.
The building is closed.
It's closed. Bonus. Okay. So, let's see if we can. Okay, this way's open. So let's see if we can tick off the telephone. Yep, Mayday Fair has been and gone. I think we've only actually looked at this once, haven't we done anything else with it? Let's see, what are the things we can call? Okay, so there is Catwatch. Looks like a job for Superman. Let's see who else we can accuse of being cat killers.
Please help us. Someone is taking our beloved pet. We are desperate for information. Please leave your name and number so we can get back to you.
We never do.
The person responsible for the missing Saxton cats is...
Militaire's time machine. Oh, if only. It's not George, Lucy Rubens, no. Professor Hardacre, Morgan Mankell, Station Master. I think we should accuse the professor. That'd be hilarious because he's dead.
Professor Harding.
Thank you, kind soul.
Let's just do that. Oh, we looked at the paper. I completely forgot. We have another poison pen I didn't look at. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Killer, they saw what you did. Old Grindle's tail keeps me well hid. E.G. E.G. He put his initials on this one. So, I wonder if that gives us another option. It didn't... Easy game. It didn't bingle like it gives us another option. I'm going to cycle through to see if I can skip the dialogue and to see if it gives a thing. But also Sentinel, an adorable puppy gift. Yeah, I saw that flash up, but I haven't looked at it yet.
Please help us. Someone
It's an
is
egg.
we are
Hang on,
desperate
skip.
for Please
Skip,
leave
skip,
so we can...
skip.
The person responsible for the missing Saxton cats
Is... No, okay, same options, damn it.
Professor Harding.
Thank you.
Kind soul, yeah, there we go. Okay, no, E.G. is Edmund Gruel, the guy who runs the antique shop. You know, the creepy one with the doll, Jemima. He wouldn't talk to us directly, he'd only talk through that. That guy. So, yeah. Is this the... No, that's the museum. Don't worry about it. Where do we get the number for... How can we report the... Oh. Okay, we're phoning someone's modem. That's not right. Wouldn't he have signed it Jemima? No. Jemima talks for him, but she's not the one doing the killing. Oh god, there's got to be a thing here somewhere. Where do I... Is it this?
That's not right.
No, it's not. What is this then? Oh, I've got day 4 there, day 5 here. It normally just overwrites it because it's like it changes the page. That's crazy. What? Oh my god! Sorry, I just looked at this puppy. It's aiming for a toy on a footstool and falling off. Oh, such a build-up to get nowhere. Anyway, right, okay, sorry, back to the game. So with what the what's it? Still don't trust Rice. Rice, yeah. There's we're meant there's a thingy. We're meant to be able to call the. We know the identity of the killer.
That's not right.
So we're meant to be able to
That's not right.
phone them and say we know who it is. Hang on, is it the... Oh wait, is it we pick up the the book of Alistair Farley. That's not that one. So where was that book then? Which one of it? Jesus, there's so many books. Thomas. Yeah, Thomas. William. Right. Okay. So there's William, Thomas. Which one of these is the damn? It's got 3 crowns. We did. Oh my god, I'm so stuck now. Why can't I get this to work? What am I meant to be doing? Okay, I'll come back to that. Don't worry. It's not. We don't need it anyways. It's no problem. Right, so we'll have a look this way. And it's a new pig. He's going to fan it up for next year, next May Day. But we shall quickly go talk to what's his chops.
Please, can you help me?
Leave me be.
Tell me what to do.
I've made a terrible mistake.
That you have. Leave, boy.
Please, tell me what to do.
You were warned. Now go.
I'll go now.
Oh crap!
But I must speak again.
I meant to hit the recognisers thing.
You can try.
No, speak to him again. Speak to him again. So Nanny Noah acts completely like she doesn't recognise us.
Leave me
Whereas
be.
Rubens does know us.
No one recognises me.
And why should they? You are a stranger to us.
And that's all we get. Okay.
You can try.
So he refuses. He doesn't recognise us, or he treats us like a stranger, but he knows who we are, and what we've done. And of course, Rubens is completely oblivious to anything except his, his case. So he just, as far as he's concerned, we're the same as ever, or in fact more suspicious. So I don't know whether Nanny Noah doesn't actually know us, like she's forgotten in some way, or whether, like he said, we shouldn't be recognised because we're not there to help. We've completely undone everything that that was good for them, and as such, we are a stranger to them. There is nothing for us there. Can we pet the pig in the cage? We cannot. No, it is completely uninteractable, I'm afraid. Oh, actually, we may look at it and it'd be like, oh, next year's pig or something like that. Now we can pop into the museum also.
Professor, you must help me. I think something is terribly wrong.
1 out of 10.
Saxon Museum relies on donation from the public. Please give generously.
Hardacre is dead. What shall we do? Professor?
The museum is open from 10 till 6. Feel free to wander.
And it seems like Professor Oogle has like some kind of mental breakdown.
Professor, I found the crown.
Let's just tell everybody, why not?
Saxon Museum relies on donation from the public.
He's like a broken machine.
No,
He just
no, Professor, you must help me.
has no idea.
It has
Baby
to
pigs are
return.
adorable. They are
To go
quite cute,
back
to be
the
fair.
woods. It must stay there
I mean, I can
forever.
think of more cute things, but I think I'm being haunted.
I think
But
I'm being hunted.
oh, hunted. Sorry, not
help?
haunted. It's close,
Take
you know.
care when wandering the exhibits. Some have sharp edges. Be careful not to slip.
Oh, little piggy next to the fire. Thank you, Dee Dee.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I must go.
Come back soon.
So he's not completely blanking us. He knows what we're saying.
It
He's
seems
just
I'm not welcome here anymore.
right. So we can't go into the museum. So where the hell do I get the number for the to ring the people about? Hello. There we go. Just go inside and shake it. Yeah. I honestly can't remember how I meant to get the number to report the guy missing. We found him, but no, never mind. Like I said, you don't need it to end the game. We know who it is. His name was Alistair Farley, and I've got so much stuff in my inventory here. This is insane. So what is this one? That's Nathaniel's book. Okay. So many Agers. It's insane. What's this one? Frederick Ager. Okay, Jesus. Frederick William Nathaniel. Oh yeah, this was the one that Bob Tawney gave us. That's our random map. Actually, I wonder if we can use the EG on the telephone. Bear with me a second. Sorry. Slap him. Oh God, if only.
That's not right.
No. Okay, not that bit. Fair enough. And this is the Saxton Museum. Has this got the number in it? No, it hasn't. It's just a... No, okay, it's just an advert for the museum, so nothing new there, really. And Catwatch, and that's it. Okay. No. I can't remember. Can't remember how we're meant to tell everybody we know who it is, but whatever. So we've been up to the museum. We know there's no point stopping at Nanny Nova's place. Clunky, clunky, clunk, clunk. We will... we can't go into there anyway, so we can't go and see Gruul. Have a quick stop in on Station Master, see how he feels about us. If he's lost his mind like Professor Oogle. Or he just doesn't like us.
Please, Station Master, tell me what's wrong.
Leave me alone, boy.
Is it something I've done?
Is it something I've done?
She's gone, never to return.
There must be something I can do.
You've done enough.
What's wrong with Saxton?
A shadow has fallen across this town.
What do you mean? A curse of some kind?
More than that, the heart of our world has been taken.
You mean you know about the crown?
Leave us be.
I am leaving now.
It's best you go.
So it seems like the crown is basic. Like I said, it's sort of a protective symbol. It actually has power, and it was the whole reason that this place seemed to sort of remain so idyllic at certain times. But despite the you know, the murderer hunting out anybody looking for the crown, but also it seemed to create like this weird, as we've said before, like we're in some kind of like weird time bubble. Oh, and our picture is going spotty. That's strange. It's like an old photo with a like a watermark on it or something. Anyway, here's Lucy just reading under her umbrella.
Look,
and her skateboard. Who was killing the cats?
Nothing to say.
Right, well, based on the poison pen letter that we just did with Edmund Gruul, he is the one that was killing the cats. So, Edmund Gruul, we will find this out, but I can't remember how we're meant to report it if it is us that reports it. Because we have the number, but it won't give us his name to offer up. So it didn't protect cats. No. Who is Edmund? He runs the antique shop. We can't go in to see him again at the moment. He literally won't let us, unfortunately. But he's the crazy guy with the doll Jemima. We got one of the brothers' books. We needed for information. We got it from his place, and he talks through the doll. He's sort of kind of possessed by it, essentially. Yeah, he's a bit mad, and he was carrying on the Ager's work of protecting the place, but he became a bit twisted, and he believed that the cats knew too much. So he's mad, basically. So he started to kill all the cats because of the madness that set in, basically. And I'm not sure, it may be hinted at, but I'm not sure as if really he's meant to be possessed by one of the Agers into carrying that work on, or whether he was actually just, you know, a bit crazy and decided to pick up where they left off. That may become clearer as we get on, but from what I remember, I'm not entirely sure if that's really hinted at or just an idea, you know. So he's the one that killed the cats. However, he is not the one that killed Hardacre. Hardacre was killed with a sickle, which is currently in the museum. It's no, I mean, it's no real spoiler to basically say that he was killed by the spirit of the Agers, which is still trying to protect the crown, and that's what's been hunting Nigel since he found it. But they didn't get to him before he placed it in the chest, and when Hardacre stole it from the chest, he was the next target, so to speak. The crown is useless because it didn't protect us. Yes, exactly. It protected the sky, and it made people all happy, apparently. You know, everything was clear, and yeah, but there are certain things that just sort of seem to happen anyway. Town didn't protect its cats. Bum to burn it to the ground. I see. I read that was bum. Bum it to the ground. I'm sorry. That's anyway.
Hardacre is dead.
I blame ourselves.
How?
Now the crown is missing.
We did
Exactly,
nothing.
because Hardacre stole it, but it didn't find its way back. We blame us. We did nothing. Well, that's
What happened last night?
really.
Evil. Murder. That's what happened.
We can still put things right. I'm sure of it.
How? How can that possibly happen?
Please, will you stop that and talk to me?
There's nothing to say.
Murder, death, kill. Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, Lucy. I shall go.
Okay, so, oh, that triggered this event. Nice.
What's going on?
Caught our man, sir. Red-handed,
Hey,
literally.
Jimbo,
What's
hello.
happened? Is that
Welcome.
Mr. Gruel?
Evil devil, Morgan Mankle caught him this very day. He tried to nab Spivey, pub cat.
Mr. Gruel is behind the catnappings?
Yes, yeah, we knew that.
Edmund Gruel, I'm arresting you for the torture and murder
Murder.
of several domestic animals. You have the right to remain silent. Jemima! I wish you would. Jemima! Take him away. Jemima!
I wonder how that happened. The way the cat looks on, like, yep, my work is done. Anyway, Jim Bob, hello, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for joining us. Good kitty, exactly.
Do I sense a promotion, Detective?
Niantic are trying to get me to play Pikmin Go.
not while we have a body.
Oh, I don't want to play crappy
Any leads?
Pokemon Go or
Nothing.
Pikmin Go?
Nothing at all.
Yeah, the probably
We
did,
have
yes.
no weapon, no motive, no suspects.
Could he have fallen from the Martello Tower?
It's a possibility. There is one strange thing.
Not bad, better than Gruel anyway. Yes, yeah, good. Go on, detective. Strange in what way? Something unusual? Something bothering you? Let's
There's
just go with
something
that.
bothering.
Footprints. Hardacre left a clear line of prints all the way to the scene. But
What? What's wrong?
Pikmin
we
one, the
were
new one.
the
Yes,
only
yeah.
ones.
Catch you later.
No one else.
See you again
entered
on
those
the fleet. Oh, thank you very
rocks.
much.
No one
Thank you for popping by, Ranical. Take care.
What do you mean?
See you again soon. Hopefully. Maybe.
Just a theory. There's something I must do.
Care to explain, by any chance?
Something I must find and return. Or I'm afraid
Afraid of what? Another murder?
Of what?
I've got to get to the rocks. Can I pass?
If you can stop this, Danvers, you'd better get going.
Oh, murder. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what? I have I installed Pikmin Go because I was like, oh, let's have a look, because I enjoyed Pikmin. Quite fun. I was just like, how does this work? What is it? It's really boring. It's literally just a walking simulator. I mean, it's a step counter. Sorry, basically, you just you turn it on, you walk for so many steps, and it unlocks little things like really boring stuff. At least on Pokemon, you've got you have Pokemon to catch. You've got a big selection of them to collect and evolve and eggs to hatch and so on, and even fights to do at gyms and stuff. This doesn't have gyms. This has like flowers, and is that the little sprout people? It is, yes. It has like flowers instead of gyms. There's not as many, so obviously like key points are marked out via Google Maps or whatever. And they're really, I don't know what they do exactly, because they start out like little saplings, and you walk around them, and they, like, the more activity near a flower, the more it grows and it becomes a proper flower. It's like a giant daisy, and you're just like, okay, but how does that help me? What does it do? It does nothing. You just click on it and it goes, oh, well, this is where it is. And I'm like, oh, well, I know where it is, but what's the point of it? So it's literally just a step counter. It's a reason to get people moving. But I hadn't even considered the idea that that it basically creates a trail to your house. That is insane. I hadn't really thought about it, and obviously they hadn't either. It sounds cute. It's all right. I mean, like I said, if you were going out for a walk, this is a little something on top, so it's quite all right. But don't go into it. Exactly. Me neither. I would have to go out of my way to actually find anything from this. So, which I don't do that often. So it's really dull. I'm a terrible Harry Potter. Oh God, yeah. Do you know, I installed that as well because I'm always looking out to see if there's a bit of fun sort of happening whilst I'm meandering around doing nothing. That was not. Oh wait, sorry. Anyway, sorry. During the game, this is Hardacre's hat. This is where he fell. They moved the body, but obviously not his stuff. For some reason, they took his shoes off. I don't quite understand that. But that is handy for us because that means we can get a picture of his print. Looking forward to the city skyline go. You walk around a city where you walk around a city. yeah, but it's a nicer city. Unfortunately, you can't ride the monorail or anything like that. You know, you literally just sort of stand there and go, wow, this concrete jungle is now a nicer concrete jungle with less to do. And it's shutting down in January. What, the Harry Potter one? Wow. I'm not surprised. They are closing. Oh, right, yeah. It was... Yeah, I couldn't get on with it either, personally. It was just... I don't know. I think Pokemon Go really... They had it right. It's the perfect combination of simplistic gameplay with enough to do to keep you entertained. Anyway, we picked up that picture of his boot. So we can now go around and find footsteps in the sand. And we can compare them. But you'll notice this one looks nothing like the picture we have anyway. So you can actually do it by eye. There we go. I like the Witcher Wild Hunt, which is Walking Game 2, but there was also safety issues with that because of actually quest based on time of day, and apparently there's a quest to do an area near you and wait for an hour at night, but I didn't want to do that quest. It's like these people just don't think about this stuff when they create it. They don't actually have a plan for what people actually have to do to get through it. It's insane. Who would want to hang around at night time, any time of year, to be honest, just for an hour in the dark? I mean, you know, that's madness. Or a don't go game, points for staying at home. Jesus, I could win that hands down. Anyway, so what we're looking for here is the footsteps. Oh no, sorry, you have to zoom in first. That match Hardacre's. Oh, actually, is this it?
A match.
Right, yes. And this is going to show us the way that he followed.
Hardacre was here last night with the crown.
So if we follow the theory is that if we follow his footsteps, we're going to know where he left the crown. Dun dun dun. Show us the way, yes. English symbols on footstep. Oh, they come on quite a lot of boots.
Hardacre, wait!
My queen. Okay.
What happened to you?
So he's pointing this way. Do you know? I was going to say, do you know the quay? What? Oh, look, there it is. Just amongst the
I should hide
seaweed.
this and hide it well.
Again, yeah. Because that worked out so well first time round. Huzzah! Exactly. Oh,
Please,
just teleport back
will
here.
You stop that and talk to me.
I was cleaved in twixt. Where's on head? Exactly. Wear it. Just walk around town. Hey.
Look, we need to talk.
There's nothing to say.
Jesus, I think even the Burger King, did better than this. Ardo is dead. What happened last night? There's something wrong with the crown.
There's something wrong with the crown.
Well, you wanted it.
True.
I know.
I know.
Now I have it. I just want to put it back.
What's stopping you?
The Guardians. They won't let it rest.
What guardians?
For a second.
The figures.
back at least, yes.
Nothing but shadows. They won't let me go back.
We found the crown amongst some seaweed and just teleported back here, so that's why we're back so quickly. What happened last night? Hardacre's dead. We know the answer to those two.
Please, will you stop that and talk to me?
There's nothing to say.
Oh, do I have to actually just go through all four of
Hardacre
them?
is dead.
I've got no way
Blame
out, so I have to.
ourselves.
How?
ourselves?
We
I
did
blame us,
nothing.
surely. We did nothing.
What happened last night?
Evil. Murder. That's what happened.
We can still
Evil
put
murder.
things right. I'm sure of it.
How? How can that possibly happen?
This can end. All of it.
Right, okay.
How? Are things not bad enough?
Tonight. It ends tonight.
What, we're
can
gonna
stop
wait?
this.
Just let it go.
Stop
blimey.
what? There's a killer in this town.
I think it was the guardians.
Yeah.
Maybe even the ghosts of the Agers themselves. But one way or another, we are breaking this curse tonight.
What can we do?
A seance. A seance to end them all.
The seance
I'm
to
going
end all
contact
seances.
the owner of the crown.
What? He must have died. I don't know.
1,000 years ago. Almost to the date. Perfect.
How do you know that?
You're serious?
Deathly. Meet me tonight. Midnight. At the cottage.
Yes, I'll help you. We have to try.
Why would you wait so long? I mean, this is what, noon? So he's like, yeah, let's just wait another 12 hours. Nothing's going to go wrong in that time, I'm sure.
Home, sweet home.
And he still says every time he comes through the door, moon power. Right, okay, so we've got to hide the crown, apparently. And we have a safe in the basement.
Eyes watching.
Let's do that. Did I write down the note? Oh, yeah, I did. Good. I was, I was hoping I had the...
Ugh, the air smells rank. Like rotten flesh.
Hide it on your head. No one will notice. To be fair, I don't think anyone actually looks at us, so yeah. 3418,
What
okay.
was that combination? 3, 4, 1, and one last number.
I've written it down, you don't need to tell me the others. Blank. I love the fact that these safe doors always have like 4 or 6 inches of steel at the front, and then they're like, you know, an inch wide everywhere else. Sometimes the back panel is only tiny as well. We zoom in? Yeah, here we are. Dump it there, there we go. Mystical crown. In the safe. Put on the crown, then your hat. We don't... Oh, the little flat cap.
I feel somebody watching from the darkness.
Oh, and here is something over here we've never seen before, randomly. An odd bit of paper. Somehow we can reach. Right, okay. Oh, it's from Christine. We can leave that here. Right, okay. Dearest Mother. Oh, God, I can barely read this. I feared for my life. I should never have come to this dreadful place. Edward's dealings are, as always, lies, theft, and shadowy dealings. I should have stayed where I belong, in Andalusia, with you and my beloved brothers. I fear my time is... Why did she write in English? That's an idea. I mean, she's Spanish. She's writing home. Why did she... Oh, well, never mind. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I fear my time is nearing an end, for I have poison running in my veins. I suspect Edward himself is attempting to rid himself of my company. I have kept a diary of events leading to my predicament, and hidden the book somewhere safe. These O's are terrible. I found a secret place after listening carefully to Edward's movements around the cottage. The key is his namesake, Melina, the windmill. Thank you for translating. Oh, yeah. For days, I wondered while bedridden with this illness, why he paced the balcony and hallway. Jesus. Now I know there is a mechanism or locking device built into the fabric of the cottage. I have heard strange clicking mechanical sounds. Firstly, I heard Edward on the balcony. Right, so balcony. Beyond the bedroom door, I thought he came to wish me well, but it was not to be. A few moments later, I heard the second again from the cottage living room, so living room. What is he up to? Then I heard the sound yet again from the feet of the staircase. Right, it's a staircase, okay. I thought Ed would maybe bring me some water, but he did not ascend. Lastly, I heard a final, deeper sound from beneath the boards directly under my bed. What is going on? Right, okay, so... Right, okay, I think I know this before. So it's balcony, living room, stairs, under the bedroom. And I think I know what that one is. Okay, let's head back to the house. Now, early in the game, very early on in fact, we're all shadowy and stuff.
This has changed.
Yes. We happen to notice that some of the fixtures and fittings have windmills on them, such as like these corners of these door frames. It turns out some of these are actually buttons, which we shall look at here. So we've got balcony. This is the balcony. So we press that one. How this was built into the house, I have no idea. Then it said living room, but not the bottom of the stairs. There is one in the doorway in the top left here. I always found this one confusing because I couldn't see it properly. Or, I just never found it, and as such, I would always go to this one, and I go, hang on, that's living room, but it was also stairs. That doesn't work. There's that one there. Now, the one underneath the bedroom is a little difficult because the geometry of this place, or the layout ultimately, is difficult to work out because we never see it from the same angle at any given time. But basically, under the bedroom is this one up here. And that should be all four of them. And that opens this doorway here. Now, I have to admit, there's a bit of a flaw in her reasoning. Oh, look, clean kitchen. Wow. In the fact that she says that she has hidden it in a place that she discovered by listening to him unlock. So it's not a very good hiding place, especially from him, if she's put it in somewhere she knows that he frequents. But, anyway, CM, here she is. Christina Molina. Right, March 23rd, 1952. It is so dark I could see nothing of the town, my new home, in the gloom which lowered to meet me this afternoon. Edward promises that this town has brighter days, but I am not so sure. The cottage is quaint, if basic, and will need a few female touches here and there. I will need more light if I am to continue my embroidery. Oh, there is so much to do. Edward took me to the local inn, the Bear, next door. I was nervous, but tried my best to impress my husband. My husband has a friend by the name of Gruel. I did not take to the man. He seems to scrutinize me with his small, shifty eyes. He spoke briefly to me, mentioning how his wife, Jemima, would care to meet me, but I felt his words were false and ever eager. Edward and he then slipped into the darkened bar to the rear to discuss their dealings in trade and antiquities. Mr. Gruel seemed to be cross with my husband. I had hoped Edward's troubles would have been left behind in Spain. While looking for distractions, I noticed a sad lady by the name of Rose. She seemed lost in her thoughts and gazed longingly at an equally and sad-looking gentleman by the name of Robert. I inquired of Edward as to why these souls would seem so sad. The poor couple had lost their son, drowned in the murky waters beyond the harbour mere days beforehand. So, Aunt Jemima Syrup has ruined the name for me. So they were never married. As Bob says, he's never asked her hand, so there's nothing between them except the fact that they had a son together. Unless her husband also, happened to be called Robert. That's would be an odd coincidence, I guess, and since we have no other reference, I can only assume that Robert is meant to be Bob Tawney. Interesting, okay. Excuse me, sorry. Right. My first impressions were correct. Saxton is a dark, cold, damp and depressing town. The local people are distant and lonely. I do not wish to stay, but feel I must not disappoint Edward as he has made such efforts. Edward, he has made such efforts. Okay, right, I see. March 29th, so only less than a week later. Didn't get married but had a kid. That's illegal. Well, I just think it's odd. You know, it wouldn't matter that way, but the fact is they had a kid, or a child, you know, a son, but they seem so sort of distant afterwards. But also, he talks as if like they never. See, she talks about her. I'm sure she talked about like having a husband. I thought that had come up. Maybe I just assumed it somewhere, but I thought she had a family, and he was essentially like, you know, the love of her life that never quite got in there. You know, that's how I always imagined their situation. But maybe they separated after the child died because they couldn't you know what they say about assuming. Yes. It just I don't know, something sort of led me to believe that, and now I'm not so sure. Anyway, March 29th, 1952. I am sick to my core. How many days have I been bedridden? I cannot bring myself to eat nor work. My embroidery will have to wait until I am better. Edward cares for me as best he can, but I miss my mother, her warmth and comfort. They lost a child, though, that caused it. It can, yeah. It's just, they clearly still care for each other in some fashion, but I sort of, like I said, I always just had that feeling that, that they were meant to be together, but it never happened. But this would suggest it has happened, and they ended up further apart instead. Anyway, doesn't matter. April 7th, so another week later. My hair has begun to thin. Could my journey have brought about such horrors? Sorry, Jesus, that looked like a bunch of E's and O's, and I was like, what the hell does that spell? But it's just horrors. Could the town of Saxton cause such terrible things? I am weak, too weak to return home. I listen to Edward each evening arguing with a revolting gruel. It appears Edward is trading goods with the man, treasures from the area which have no reason to be found, let alone sold to the man with the small shifty eyes. Right, so 10 days later, April 17th. Edward has taken me to the hospital. My condition has worsened. What is causing my ailment? I am the only person to suffer such ills. Could Edward know more? My thoughts betray my love, but I am so afraid. Why would my husband wish me harm? I will discuss these matters with the doctor on the morrow. On the morrow. This humble diary will be my record. 25th, so another 8 days later or so. I crawled from my bed this afternoon. I feel so weak, so sick, so lonely. I will write home to Mother and request she comes as soon as possible. The cottage itself reeks of death. I will hide my diary in the pantry. Edward has sealed the space with an ingenious lock to hide away his stolen treasures. I too find a use for it. Find a use for that secret place. A terrible odor, drifts up from the floorboards. I fear it is the smell of death. Please, please, do not let this be the final sign of my own demise. Please, please, I want to live, to breathe, to love again. Oh, Mother, please hurry, for I fear the darkness may be closing in. And that's that.
The other pages appear to be blank.
Oh, well, she died before writing anymore, that's why. Jesus, what do you want from the lady? And now we wipe the blurriness from our eyes.
Christina! Edward did not poison you. He caused you no harm. Your husband was innocent. You must move on. You can leave together.
Somehow. It's just like, I don't know what I'm doing, I know this is the case.
A vision, an echo from the past, the present, the future.
Well, it's definitely not the future, it's too clean. So, okay. Oh, and there's the door. That'll be Lucy. Now stop crying in my damn ear. Yeah. Dang, sorry.
Thank you for coming.
I didn't know whether I
Scared
could.
the crap out of her. I thought it was my room.
Do you want to see the crack?
No, I never want to see it.
I believe we can put things right.
The future was Chrome. Exactly.
Are you going to answer that?
It's impossible. There's no connection.
Well, someone wants to say hello. Just answer it.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, it's me. Okay. I thought it was just going to happen.
Hello? Is someone there?
Nigel, I'd like to speak
For 7
to Miss
days.
Rubens, if you please.
Yes, this is she. Who's on the line?
This is she.
I don't know you, sir, but you obviously... Yes, he is. We were about to begin the séance, but...
I believe
Very
you've been
well.
in a car accident.
Lucy, what's he saying? What does Haddon want?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Hang up, Lucy. Hang up the phone.
It's like the shittest sex line ever. Why is he giving dial-up? I don't know. It's all mystical.
What's going on? What did Haddon want?
It was strange. He said...
He said what, Lucy?
Talking to a
He
faction.
said to call you back when the time was ready.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know. My head. It hurts.
Lucy?
Let's
He was
get
on the
on,
phone.
shall
That's
we?
Haddon.
I'll man the cameras.
He's our
You start at the scene.
our
of the crime.
benefactor, provided the
there?
gadgets we're using.
Why not? It was where Hardacre first saw the crown.
It's worth a shot.
Shit, sorry, I was talking. What did she just say? Where Hardacre first saw the crown. Right, so upstairs? Is that what they meant? Yes, okay, good. I zoned out for a second.
Lucy, anything
Take the phone off. Yeah, I probably would actually. Hello?
There's
Lucy?
a mild source, but it's very weak.
Oh god, more of this blue screen stuff.
Yes. Yes. There's definitely something.
Yeah, you idiot.
Wait.
Spooky.
It's getting stronger.
Did you not notice the furniture moving on its own? For most people, this is definitive proof of everything. Hardacres everywhere. Oh, goddamn noise! Jesus. That's a noise.
Yes. Yes. There's definitely something.
Is the shape still visible?
It's a magnet with the camera.
The charge, the power. You can sense it in the air.
Can you? He's the present one. I mean, surely he would sense it in the air. No! They all start talking, dampers, 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 dampers. No!
This thing is going mad.
I've got to be honest, I prefer this to Paranormal Activity.
Quick, come and see.
Oh, straight downstairs.
What was that sound?
What noise? I didn't hear. There's something or someone. No. What is that?
It's Hardy. He's heading for the crown.
Quick, get him!
Wait here. I'll get the crown.
How did he get in?
Nigel, be careful. That thing is beyond explanation.
What is she on now exactly? One of the cameras or
Nigel!
a radio? But she's not here. It seems like a bad idea. It does, yeah. Just watch you put the code in, I guess, yeah.
Please, if you can hear me.
Even in death, he wanted nothing but the crown.
Nigel, come back. Please, step away.
I love these dead emotes.
I never meant any harm. It's my fault. It's my fault.
She's on LSD.
It is me that you want. I wish I'd never found you.
He's talking to Lucy right now.
Nigel. Can you hear me? Nigel, open your eyes. Oh no. Nigel. Breathe. Nigel.
Okay. Oh, back to this. Yes, yeah, I think that, yeah, they're meant to come with Vikings, I believe, yeah. Jump out, good luck getting a crown, putting you back, or whatever is a good idea. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good rest of your day. Take care. We'll get some kind of ending, I'm sure. So here is, see, I think these are basically all the characters.
Morgan Mankell. Mr. Grove.
And Jemima.
Station Master. Nancy Brewer. Lucy Rubens.
See, I sort of wonder what she's doing here. Because she's supposed to be back in, I don't know, like the real world or whatever.
The Rector. Nanny Noah. Alex Rubens.
George.
Reese Bradway.
Then again, so is he.
Catherine Carswell. Robert Carswell.
Please. Panic, panic, panic. Rock.
Professor Oogle. Professor Hardacre. Bob Tawney. Bob Tawney. Bob Tawney.
Oh, okay. The little boy isn't someone else.
Mr. Russet.
Mr. Russet. Hmm. Interesting. He's there, and we can't sort of recognize him. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, so for some reason they're all here in spirit of some fashion to watch us. Or they're trapped here? I don't understand. Maybe their spirits are trapped here and that's why everyone's so grumpy. We just basically have to put the crown back. Ooh, what's this actually? Oh, is that the diary page? Yeah, that's right. So, again, we have to wait for it to light up before we can interact with it. And we squelch it on.
It's my fault. It's my fault. It's my fault. It is me that you want.
Oh, we're on the beach. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Ah, here you are.
I'm sorry.
I know. Is it done?
Yes, Ganwolf has his crown.
Oh, he said
Where did
sorry
you
in a
go?
weird way.
I don't know. Neither here nor there. Just somewhere.
I thought I'd lost you. Was it the past?
No, I don't think so. It felt eternal.
That's what Mr. Haddon said.
Is it?
Had? When? Last night?
Yes, he said it felt eternal, forever.
All stories have an end, but I've been wondering.
Should I join you?
Yes. How did you know?
That's the thing. Mr. Haddon has already asked.
So we are both his pawns now.
Well, I've nothing better to do.
To the future.
Except that degree you're working on.
Yes. To the future.
Ta-da! You may well ask, Nevik. Yeah, we got the crown, we took it back, and all was solved. And yeah, I don't know what's to question, really. I mean, it speaks for itself. Yeah, so that's that. That is the end of The Lost Crown. Verity with Morgan White and Patsy Bear. Two different people? Well, it's an ending. Exactly, it's an ending. I mean, it's obviously... hang on, let me just turn this down a fraction. Go that way slightly. It's meant to be ambiguous for, you know, a reason that, you know, makes it all interesting and Watson's Edward Molina. Did we even hear his voice, actually? I didn't think we ever spoke to Edward Molina. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, Town Cats, Blackie and Smudge. Howls, Grunts, Whispers and Wheezes, various members of the cast. Yeah, harp music, Kevin McNaughton. I was going to say Kevin McLeod for a second there. I thought that was title vocal jumping. Anyway, yeah, so it's meant to be, you know, all spooky, weird ending, lots of questions asked, not many answered, that kind of thing. But it does sometimes just sort of leave you thinking you could have been a little clearer, maybe. But I don't mind it. That's fine by me. I still love this game for all its quirks and oddities and you know, its slight sort of aged jankness now. Filmed in around Polperro Harbour, Cornwall, East Loo. That's where they live. St Cubby's Church, St Talonus Church, Talonway, and Norwellham Key, Devon. So yeah, I love it. I think it's great. It's still easily in my top 10 somewhere. And that's that. There is a sequel. It was called The Last Crown. That has been in production, like I said one of the previous streams. That's been going for about the last 10 years now. They've been talking about, you know, going on about that. It was due to release in about 2014, and then it got put off, and it then subsequently got put off every year afterwards. Until a couple of years ago when they were like, look, we're just going to stop telling you it's coming and it'll be ready when it's ready. So we shall see what comes of that eventually. There is, however, two separate short games. By short I mean basically one is called the it's called Midnight Horrors or something like that. That we will play next stream. That is that's a one-off. It shouldn't take us more than a stream if it'll even fill that. And it was it's built around Halloween. That's why I wanted to finish this one before Halloween, because this takes place in the spring. The Midnight Horrors or whatever it's called is set exactly around Halloween, and it's due. And you know, I wanted to try and time that up, but never mind. And that is a nice little conclusion. It's also a prequel, telling you that the next game is coming, because the Last Crown is also subtitled Black and Rock, and so Black and Rock was supposed to be coming for quite some time. It's now just casually known as the Last Crown. And then after that, they released something called Silent Night, which was a Christmas-themed a demo, essentially, of what was to be coming. We can play through that, although that was a little more janky. That had a real demo feel to it that's not very finalised. But they have, I believe, on the day of release, they actually patched it so that some very sort of specific decisions were completely undone, because it was in a first-person perspective, I believe, and apparently so many people hated it. They were like, "Okay, fine, we'll move the camera," and sort of changed it around. It was all a bit weird. So that may actually be completely new to me again, because I've only played through that once out of interest at the time, and I was like, okay, that's it's done. I've seen what it has to offer, and I've never gone back. It might be completely different now. They've did a little tinkering with it, but like I said, it is only a demo, and it won't reveal much, but it'll be something else, a little extra. So we'll go through that at some point. But that one's not essential. But we will go through Midnight Horror. I forgot the name of it. We'll go through that next, because that will be more interesting, I think. So, and that's that. Actually, it's perfect timing. Hey there, Beer Seeker. Hello, welcome. Welcome, unfortunately, to the very end. We have just finished. It's perfectly timed for it's basically about 2 hours to get that done, and that was the end of it. So there isn't much more I can say about the end of it, really. I won't say it's self-explanatory, but it speaks for itself. That's, if you didn't get it, there's nothing more I can add, I don't think. So I appreciate there might still be some questions, but I'm afraid that may be it. Time zones be time zones, yeah. Well, I think we're in the same time zone, aren't we? But yeah, don't worry about it. It's hang on. First of all, let me just do that first. And also, oh, of course you're on night shifts. I forgot about that. Let's see if I can type correctly. That's it. I'll just shout out these couple of people, Pet Apple and the Beer Seeker. Nice, good streamers who put that in there. Let's cut out of this. There we go. Thanks. No problem. Don't worry about it. I wholeheartedly recommend their stuff. I caught your last couple of streams, but I wasn't very chatty because I was busy. So, but they were good to organise some things too. Valheim is always fun, obviously, and now what was it? What was it? Oh, Shipbreaker. That looked quite enjoyable. I'm not sure as if it's on my wish list, but it was quite fun to watch you go through. That was quite good. And unfortunately, I missed Petapple. I missed your last one of Genshin Impact. I must catch up with that, actually. I was busy at the time and I haven't got around to it again. Sorry. So busy. But anyway, yeah. So I'm waffling away. I think we'll call it there. Actually, hang on. Let me just double check. Is there anyone on that I would normally ask to? The phone's muted. Don't want to deafen everybody. No, there is not. It's okay. So that was easy. And if we've got any recommendations, that's fine. But otherwise, we'll call it there. That's all good. I mean, streaming whenever able to instead of a schedule lately. That's fair. Exactly. I know you got to look after yourself first and get yourself up and running in some kind of sensible, crazy lifestyle, and then you can pick up the streaming again in a practical fashion. Because there's no point trying to force it when you're not well. It's only going to make you feel worse. So yeah. So we'll call it there today. Thank you to everybody for coming. The next stream will be Thursday, yes, yeah, and yeah, like I said, we'll go through Midnight Horror or whatever it's called, and hopefully that should. I haven't looked at that for a few years either, actually. Good game, good, excellent. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It's a weird one. I appreciate that in some ways, but I really think it has sounds an extreme. Sounds an extreme. I'm not sure that makes any sense to me, to be honest. Good game sounds an extreme. That's a bunch of words thrown together. I do not think it means what do you think it means. But what was I saying? Yeah, I like this game. I think it has a lot to offer in the quirkiness, and it's sort of like although I'm a streamer or two, so I don't fully understand. That's fair. More words equals more better. Yeah, it definitely has sort of a cult classic sort of feel to it to me. Sound alerts. Oh, sound alerts next stream. Right. Okay. Oh, it sounds next stream. I see. Gotcha. Maybe. Yes. Yeah. For anyone who wasn't here at the beginning, I finally got affiliate. I say finally. Don't worry. I wasn't. There's no pressure on it or anything. I was much appreciative to the people who helped me get there. When I get it all sorted out, I should hopefully have some funny point sounds that people can use up or something. I don't know. I've got to work all that stuff out. That's the problem. So next time you see me, I might be affiliate, but it doesn't mean anything will really change because I've got to get stuff done. So there'll just be a bunch of placeholders, which are just basically labels like A, B, C, and I'll get them replaced as and when. Now, let me know. I will do. Thank you very much. But do you know what the problem is? It's not necessarily sorting things out so much as working out what I want. You know, so it's a bit weird. Too many variables, too many options. I'm not really sure, but anyway, yeah. So right, sorry, yeah. We'll call it there. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. Next stream Thursday about noonish, my time. So that's GMT now, just basic GMT. Just hit 50 cracks. Oh yes, I did. Thank you. Yes, yeah. Thank you to people such as yourself subscribing. I finally got there. So following, whatever, you know, whatever. Oh yeah, it's following on Twitch, isn't it? Subs on YouTube. God, everybody changing their terminology is crazy. Yeah. See you Thursday. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Be about noonish GMT on Thursday. Will be next stream, and we'll take it from there. So yeah. Anyway, God, I'm going on now. Take care, everybody. Have a good rest of your day, be it morning, afternoon, night, whatever you're doing. Sleep well, be a seeker, and yeah, just look after yourselves, and I'll see you then. All right, take care, everybody. I'm off. Bye.